Hello there. Our focus today is on excuse or giving excuses or to justify why you did what you did. And most of us, we spend our time practicing how to give excuses instead of actually getting involved to begin to live the kind of life God actually has called us to live. Let's take, for example, a man like Moses, Jeremiah. When God called them, these great men all gave excuses that you may call them genuine. But as far as God was concerned, he didn't see them as excuses. Moses, for example, in Exodus chapter 4, verse 10, if you read it, you will hear Moses giving excuses, telling God, please, Lord, I am not a good speaker. He was disqualifying himself. One of the reasons why we give excuses is because of the feeling of incompetence and insecurity. Moses felt incompetent. And the same thing with Jeremiah. Jeremiah said, I am but a child, feeling incompetent. You remember the story of Gideon also. In Judges chapter 6, verse 15. Gideon also said, look at my family. My family is the weakest in Manasseh. And concerning me, I am the least important person in my family. So he feels insecure and incompetent by such kind of statement. If you remember the story of the people of Israel from the book of Numbers chapter 13, verse 33, if you read it, you will see a particular group of people were sent to go and spy the land. And when they returned, they all testify. But some gave excuse of the fact that there are giants in the land. And they testified that comparing the people of Israel and the people dwelling in that land, those people, we are like grasshoppers. You see that in Numbers 13, verse 33. But again, we give excuses as a cover-up for our laziness. You know, a lazy man, according to the book of Proverbs, chapter 22, if you read verse 13, it says there that a lazy man or a lazy person says that there is a lion outside there. I may be killed. I will be killed. We are already giving excuses. The reason why we can't go out to do or to carry out a function is because we assume there's a lion there. So he's giving that excuse. He's trying to exempt himself, explain the reason why he is lazy. He's lying down. He's behind closed doors. Another reason why people give excuses is because it's to cover up their lack of commitment. We give excuses to cover up our lack of commitment. You see that in the book of Luke, for example, chapter 9, verse 59. The Bible tells us that a particular man was invited by Jesus to come and follow me. But the man told Jesus, he said, sir, first let me go and bury my father. He was giving excuse, using his parents as an excuse for not honoring the call or the invitation of Jesus. If you read also in that same book of Luke, chapter 14, if you read from 15, 16, 17, following, you're going to hear people invited to a banquet, a very good parable, and all of them gave excuses. One said, I've just bought a field. One said, I've just got married. One said, I just got a yoke of oxen. All those are excuses. But we also give excuses to cover up our disobedience. If you remember the story of Saul, there was a time he was to go and fight the Amalekites, or to fight the Amalekites and destroy everything there. And when he got there, he actually fought, but he selected good things, brought back the sheep, brought back the cows. And Samuel came to him and confronted him. Why should they do that? And Saul simply explained that actually they brought the sheep and cows to sacrifice to the Lord. Do you hear that? Trying to explain his disobedience away. Instead of repenting, he explained it away. And that is very important for us to note, that God cannot welcome disobedience. And no amount of excuses will make us qualify to disobey. So let's take a person like Moses.